When the World Economic Forum was created in 1971, we detached from the gold standard. Now, the World Economic Forum has pretty much been predicting everything that's going to happen. They give you a signal, right? Like July 8th, 2020, during the worst pandemic we have ever been through in our human history, living history. As we look this way, there was a whole nother narrative going on this way. So he pops on July 8th, and he shares this message with us. So thank you for iceagefarmer.com. Check out the YouTube channel.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
He's kind of like Raphael and the bitter gators. Couldn't even understand what he was saying. But we heard what he was saying in the beginning there around the comprehensive cyber attacks. So when they let you know exactly what's going on, it's nothing new under the sun. Let me increase the screen for you guys here, okay? So let's dive right into it. He shared that with us in 2020. And I've been telling you guys this was all about the SWIFT system and moving us into a new economic system. Thank you for those who said, oh, you're clairvoyant. You predicted the future. You predicted the financial collapse. But Warriors, all I've been doing is studying since I was in banking, and I felt uncomfortable in banking and I left. I went through CBA executive banking school. I spent 12 years in banking. I went deep into the banking system and I understand how this system works. Problem, reaction, solution. In order to move a large group of people, you have to do it through fear. You can't do it through love and abundance and say, hey, everybody, we're going to move on over to this new financial system. You have a bunch of people who are stuck in an old earth paradigm, a Web 2.0 paradigm. In order to move the masses, you have to get them to look this way. And then boom, you switch the system with the solution this way. So I'm going to walk you through. They signaled it to you on the 2020, July 8th. Klaus Schwab told you what's coming. They've done cyber attack, drills, okay, just like they did the C-word drills in 2019 around October, November at the World Economic Forum. And then by March 2020, we were in the worst pandemic that we've ever been in our lives. Warriors. This is nothing new under the sun, though. This is why I'm so calm about this stuff. That's why I'm traveling the world and enjoying my life with my kids. Because, Warriors, it's nothing new under the sun. If you know the game, you can't be played. So I'm investing in the software and technology that is going to change the infrastructure of the financial system. And I plan on becoming one of the wealthiest people in the world and bringing the money back to the people. So instead of complaining about it being an armchair quarterback, I decided to get in the game and do what I can while I'm here on Earth. All right, so check this out. So Russia, SWIFT, exclusion could spur cyber attacks. Okay, so this is the narrative now. Okay, Russia's exclusion. So America's like, we're going to take them off the SWIFT system. We're going to build sanctions where they can't move they can't get their financial needs. We're going to take the banks off life support, right? At the same time, think about this. Russia and Ukraine are the biggest wheat producers. So they also, Russia is one of the biggest oil producers. So our gas prices are going through the roof. Now you're going to see food prices go through the roof because it's the wheat narrative that we can't get the imports of the wheat. Okay, so this is, I believe, all by design to move us into a financial system. You're going to crush the population. They may do a big round of stimulus once again. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. The only reason that would happen to be able to pack their bags even more as they move that money into the monetary system, the new monetary system. So Russia SWIFT exclusion could spur cyber attacks. Okay, then we got China says U.S. addresses. This was just yesterday from Reuters, if I'm saying this correctly. On March 11th, they reported China says U.S. addresses used its computers to launch cyber attacks on Russia and Ukraine. So now cyber's getting involved in the bullying, right? So you got China and Russia coming after America. America took them off the SWIFT system. China's super advanced in their technology. They've already launched their digital yuan, right? They're already up on their digital technology. China is really mining intensive around Bitcoin. Whereas it's all a narrative. Watch, I'm taking you step by step to this narrative. Now, China is saying, U.S. addresses did cyber attacks on Russia and Ukraine. So that's going to give the shots fired for them to do cyber attacks on us, which is going to bring our banking system to its knees. Once it brings it to its knees, you need a new financial system because our SWIFT system gets hacked quite a bit. So next, China can bypass SWIFT by putting digital money into play. The whole narrative. You know, America, Biden just signed the executive order. You know, it's like, oh, we're all getting involved to protect the public. He signed the executive order now. They're going to move us quickly into a digital dollar. I promise you, they're going to move us into a digital dollar. It's going to be run by distributed ledger technology. The whole banking system is going to switch. I believe that the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, is going to change the way we do our SDR, which is our the way that they regulate or monitor the value of currencies, right? And I think we'll be on a one world monetary system. It's all these moving parts to move us into a one world monetary system. Okay, so China can bypass SWIFT by putting digital money into play. Okay, Russian banks turn to China to sidestep the cutoff from payment system. So Russia goes to China. China's creating their own distributed ledger technology, saying we don't need the SWIFT system. We're stopping global markets and global trade. Gas prices are going through the roof. Food is going through the roof, and there needs to be a superhero. Superhero is going to be changing the banking system. We're going to be changing the supply chain management system. Things like VeChain, XRP, XLM are going to be the juggernauts. Quant, right? That's going to connect the Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. So QNT, XRP, XLM, VeChain, all kinds of different cryptocurrencies that are software companies that are helping change the infrastructure of our financial system. Just like everybody was denying SWIFT when it came out, just like everybody was denying the internet, those people who invested are the richest people in the world. Okay, this is interesting. How sanctions on Russia will alter global payment flows. You're going to start to see this narrative, the words altering global payment flows, SWIFT system, distributed ledger technology. You're going to start to see these things, warriors, that are going to predictive program you into the fact that we need a brand new monetary system. Okay, so Treasury Department issues guidance on using cryptocurrencies to evade sanctions. This came out on March 11th yesterday. The White House said earlier in the day that such guidance would be forthcoming. So now they're like, okay, we need to come out with guidance so that people can evade sanctions in regards to the SWIFT system and our monetary system. Do you see how the news is matching up from China, from Russia, from America? They're all speaking the exact same language, but it's going against each other. They're saying, you say this, move them into a new monetary system. It's all like step, problem, reaction, solution, problem, reaction, solution. So what is UnionPay? UnionPay is China's alternative to the Visa and MasterCard, is a controversial new lifeline for Russia and Western sanctions bite. So America goes after Russia to take them off the SWIFT system. China's getting involved in the sandbox now. Russia and China, the two superpowers, are coming together. They're going to create their own monetary system, right? The BIS, Jerome Powell, creating the new BIS Innovation Hub, which is in New York, which has to do with your SDR and how they regulate cryptocurrencies. You got Klaus Schwab, you have Christine Lagarde of the European Union, you have 26 people that came from Goldman Sachs that are now spread across the financial system. Warriors, again, this is nothing new under the sun. I hope this stuff gives you peace of mind to understand that you are making very, very good decisions. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I wouldn't even listen to a word I say. In turn, I would trust the feeling and vibration it creates in your body and act accordingly. Now, this is exactly why, and I'm going to keep talking about my Warrior Academy. We've had 4,000 warriors go through since 2019 that have changed their lives, warriors. Now, what is the Warrior Academy? You get access to my portfolio, access to our revolutionary exit strategy. You're going to need an exit strategy, warriors. Over 130 cryptocurrency courses. What is it? How to do it, and an example from passive income in cryptocurrency, okay? Exchanges, nodes, right? How to use an exchange, everything you can imagine in cryptocurrency, 7 calls per week, access to our leadership team, our technical analysis team. Okay, it's a very robust program. We created it so that we can help people embody the freedom which is already theirs, the heart, brain coherence. We also have the revolutionary 120-day challenge where you can see exactly how I got my shit together and how I live this freedom lifestyle. Okay, I'm not a lifeguard. I just want to tell you that. What I am is throwing out a lifeline to people to help you understand that you have the power inside of you to accomplish great things. I'm a free sovereign being traveling the world and showing people what life should be like. The world is our playground, and it's time to start playing. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And that's what we always say, warriors, let's get your shit together. We're about to go on a private boat tour, and we're going to get our shit together. Goodbye, everybody.